Accept and Metal Heart. And what's Metal Heart? But it's just what I was talking to you about, where we have lots of people dying, but a lot of them aren't really people. So that song was talking about 1999. Well, we're in 2026. Things are really happening. But the shorts is basically 2 air signs and it's real silent. I wrote a comment underneath the shorts that explains all of this. So it's really quite simple. I got to say hi to Sabbath. Hi, Sabbath. There's the kitty outside. It's very quite simple. Air signs, it says Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but I don't do astrology. I'm way past astrology. This is more of the silent air, okay? Air is silent, but you have to have it to live, okay? Air is invisible. All the qualities of air is the energy right now. It's an energy of where I want you to be invisible. I want you to be quiet. I want you to heal. I want you to be in a mode of whatever comes down the pipe, I can handle this. I can handle anything that God sends me. I am not alone. There's also, yesterday, Destiny Engine gave a free meditation using your own voice. And I actually have that here. And I signed up.
I take a breath in now.
For it.
And I let it go. I take another breath. Easy, natural. And as I release it, I feel something in me begin to soften. I have been carrying a great deal. Right now, I am setting it down, not forever, just for this time. It will be there if I need it. But
so the meditation is 50 minutes long. It's free and it uses my voice. All I had to do was answer some questions. And I told you that Destiny Engine is something that we use 5D and higher, and we're giving it to everybody. This is just a sample for free. So definitely check out yesterday's latest video from Chosen Chronicles. Okay? And that's the kind of mood we want to be in. We'd rather have you listen to your own voice than be listening to all this confusing energy on YouTube. I told you that in a video yesterday, day before. I said, get away from the YouTube. So what did we do in Astro? We brought you something into your reality that you can listen to your own voice. Okay? So definitely check out Destiny Engine. This is not a commercial for Destiny Engine. It's just telling you that everything that we ask of you to do, you will get a solution. Do you want to do the solution? Now, some of you have said that those videos are pretty intense, Mad Max. Yeah, but it's triggering your trauma. And that's so cool because the person that I was talking to knew that. And now she can go deeper into talking to her guides. So it's very important you do the homework. For each person, the homework is going to give you a different result. But as long as you're doing as I ask you to do, this is awesome. So I'll be listening to my voice more than I'm going to be listening to other people's podcasts. Okay? Very important you guys do this. You have the power, the magic power, the magician was at the end of the shorts, the magician. You have the power to heal yourself. You don't need others to heal you. Shield yourself. You have the power with your guides to take care of you. Healing, the Four of Swords. We just did the shorts in reverse. So we want change. We want change to come in, right? And the Chariot card, and we want it now. This is a society of I want it now, not later. But how are you going to get that is by getting out of the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is the card where you see your hands are going, yeah. I'm leaving all the jibber jabber behind. Leave the jibber jabber behind. I love this card, right? She's walking away from all those people on YouTube that are confusing her. And all these little energy suckers here trying to confuse her. See? So we live in the solution to all these problems. And that listening to your own voice in your own meditation is so much more powerful. See, we have to get used to using our higher self instead of other people. When the song was screaming out like church music, the picture came on of the church. And instead of being inside of a building having a church heal you, be outside and heal yourself. Physician, heal thyself, right? Okay, so underneath the Chariot, I've got the Death card in reverse because the transition's already happened. You already have the tools. How many of you have signed up for Destiny Engine? How many of you are already doing this? Put it in the comments. Tell people how you like it. Okay? So again, this isn't a commercial for Destiny Engine, not even close. What it is, it's a tool that you can have that I'm telling you to get off of YouTube, quit listening to all these other people. Well, how can you listen to yourself? How can you listen to your higher self? How can you listen to your guides? Well, I just showed you how. Okay? In case you missed it.
For right now, I do not need to carry anything. I let my eyes close. I bring my attention to the very top of my head. I feel the skin across my scalp, and I notice any tightness there, any holding. I breathe in, and as I breathe out, I let the scalp soften and spread. The muscles across the top of my skull release. I feel a gentle head.
Okay, and I can listen to my podcast because I'm not really here. This is my higher self doing this. Okay, they want you to change your home. Home was underneath the change card. Does that mean move? No, but I change the energy around all the time. I'm like a tornado. I just go around the house and I'm flipping chairs over here. I'm flipping pictures. I'm flipping it all. Flipping toys. I'm just a flipper. Okay, then we've got new beginning in the spiritual path. Okay, and what did I just say? I love how these cards back up everything that we say. Okay, new beginning in spirituality. You don't have to listen to these people on YouTube and on Twitter when you can just listen to Miss Mystic, Destiny Engine, which is your higher self, and you can listen to Chosen Chronicles, right? And we can keep a few of them, you know. I'm still going to keep Steve's Love Tarot, right? He's awesome. But we got news and wisdom in reverse. Why is news and wisdom in reverse? Because the news is confusing everybody. It's taking your wisdom and it's keeping you stuck in the matrix. So do your own news. I bet you never would have understood where this was going a few months ago. Okay, so it's going to where you are your own guru. You are your own warlock on the hill. You may even want to start your own podcast. Who knows? Okay, now what are you not going to accept anymore was the title for this video. Okay, because what we did last night was we sat around and we talked about all the things that we are no longer going to accept. Okay, so if we're waiting for our Hierophant, we're waiting for our God, we're waiting for our goddess, we're waiting for our twin flame, whatever words you want to put on it, okay? We want this spiritual connection, a mission partner. We want somebody to share all this abundance with that we are getting rewarded, right? So, how are we going to have this checklist, right? You don't want a checklist, oh, he has to have brown hair and green eyes, okay? But you do have to have, what am I no longer going to accept? I will stay single before I accept that kind of behavior. That's the kind of energy I want you in. It's more of a hermit energy. It's more of an air energy where it's invisible, but yet you need it to survive. It's silent, but yet when it gets excited, what does air do? It can make a whistling sound. It can destroy towns, right? Okay, so think about air. Air came up twice. Okay, now what didn't show up in the shorts was the Ace of Wands, the Badass Success, the Six of Wands, and the Destiny card. Okay, so what is this saying? This is about your destiny. This is about your leadership, your accomplishments. I don't want you to be getting confused. Now, the energy is dissipating from being confusing. It's getting to be more where we're giving you the tools. It's like if you're going to build a house and you're like, how am I going to build this house? And then all of a sudden, the architect shows up, hands you the blueprints. All of a sudden, the carpenters show up and they hand you the tools, right? It's a lot easier with blueprints and tools to build this house than if you were just to say build this house. So we're giving you everything you need for a bright future. The Star card. It's an in and out energy, just like the incense is going in and out of this video, the light in and out of the window, air comes in and out of the open door. Okay, so it leads to badass success if you're willing to do what I'm asking you to do. So even if them movies upset you, just watch one, just watch half of one. It doesn't matter. Maybe you don't like Mad Max, okay? It's too violent. It's too full of sex. Well, once again, what is it bringing up? We should be able to watch anything. We should be able to take the message from any movie and not be triggered. So if we're being triggered, there's some trauma that we haven't dealt with. Okay, I can watch Mad Max again, and I remember 5 years ago how I felt compared to now. Same with Fast and Furious, right? There was a time where I loved to watch Fast and Furious in that car. Then there was a time where I didn't like Fast and Furious movies. Then there was a time like now where I love it again. So we go in and out. That's that in and out energy. But each level you go to, that's why I say there's nothing wrong with watching things, reading things over and over again, because every level you go to, you're going to get something different out of it. That's like in AA when we would read the same stuff all the time, year after year. It never got boring because every year I was on a different level. I never stopped growing. And that's the cool thing, because eternity is forever. You never really graduate from your assignment. You just keep going to different assignments and different levels. And you just keep going and going and going. There's no ceiling. No ceiling at all. Okay, then I have the Ace and the King of Swords. So it's all about truth, everything I just said. If you can start listening to your own voice and your own higher powers and your own spiritual team, It's like magic. It really is that magician card. It really is. And underneath the magician is another ace, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. So we've got the Ace of Spades, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. The only one we're missing is the Eight of Hearts, and I told you that until you get balanced, you're not going to get your love. So you can't be carrying around all this baggage and all this trauma for two souls to come together that are supposed to be together. And this wants you to look up Joshua chapter 1. It's entering the promised land. And that's really cool because I told you that if you use your magic power and you heal, you will be getting your abundance. And then love will come after that. And that's just what these cards are saying. Entering the promised land. Okay, so that was a perfect reading. I see the Five of Wands in reverse. So it looks like your challenges are going to be over if you decide to do what I'm asking you to do in these last few videos. And the Seven of Grains, which is the parable of the sower. And that is Matthew chapter 13. And that is just saying you're going to reap what you sow. So if you do what I'm asking you to do, you won't have to go to that therapist, probably, and your higher self and your spirit team, they're going to really heal you, okay? This Four of Swords is no joke. And right after the Four of Swords came the Five of Swords, so you're going up a level from a 4 to a 5. See how he has the sword in his hand? And you're no longer going to be out in the cold, the Five of Pentacles. Remember how I said leave the church people inside? You stay on the outside of the church. So this is a different meaning for this card. Usually it's two people out in the cold is a bad thing. This energy is giving me the two people that are out in the cold here is a good thing. Because they're listening to their higher self and they're walking and they're going to get healed by their own voice. Okay, so that's a little bit different take on that Five of Pentacles, and you're going to be celebrating with the Three of Cups. So if you get out of this listening to everybody on YouTube, okay, if you quit that, you're going to have incoming communication from your spirit team. 17:59 on the clock. And you see that communication coming in is courageous and daring, the Two of Wands. And it's equal give and take, the Six of Pentacles. And you have lots of options because it's your own spirit team. It's your own spirit guides and the higher self talking to you. Seven of Cups. And it takes you to your Nine of Pentacles. That's my Steve and the Flum card. Oh, look at that. And then we have the Chariot. So we're right back to fast incoming. Chariot twice. Okay, Chariot twice. And then we have Death upright, so then another rebirth. So you see how that took you all the way around to rebirth. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys check that out. I hope you guys get off of the confusion of YouTube. Get out in nature. Have some fun. Going to be 90 degrees here today. It's already beautiful out. I love you guys. I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.